Welcome to Pre-Calculus Online. You'll be using Blackboard and MyMathLab to navigate this course this semester. My name is Kim Colton. I'll be your instructor. The first thing I'd like to show you for this class is the announcements. When you open up Blackboard, you'll come to the announcements page. Here is where you should check to make sure there's any new important information. So to make sure that you're getting these important information emails, let's go up here to our profile page. So in case you didn't see this when you logged on to Blackboard, please go right up here by your name and then you'll see a little person. We want to click on that person and then you'll see some personal information. So we'd like to click there and then we're going to go to Edit Personal Information. And then we want to make sure that we have the correct email address wherever it says email. So if you follow it down under personal information, you'll see email. And that's where we would like to make sure that we have whatever email address that you would like to receive emails from me at. It doesn't have to be your Ranger College email, but it needs to be an email that you check all the time. Moving back to our class. So now that we know how to make sure that we're getting emails, there's a couple other things we need to talk about. When you first log on, you want to make sure that you go to the course information and the Getting Started tab. Here you will find a syllabus. Our syllabus, all you have to do is click on it and it'll download. Our syllabus looks like this, and it has all the necessary information you'll need to succeed in this class. So as you scroll down, make sure to take a good look at the grades and what's due. You'll see the objectives, but underneath the important part is that there is a calendar on here. The calendar has the due dates and what is due on each day. So please note, the first week of class we have 3 assignments. MML means My Math Lab, so you'll need to go to My Math Lab to complete those 3 assignments. All assignments are due on their due dates. If you do not get them in on time, then it is a 10% penalty per day that it is late. So moving on from the syllabus, please note that you'll also need a calculator for this class. I recommend a TI-84. TI-83s are fine. So to get you started with a calculator, here are some additional helpful hints. If you do not have a calculator and you don't wish to purchase one, you can go to bookrenter.com or just type in bookrenter calculator and it'll pop up with a TI-84 graphing calculator that you can rent for this semester for $55. This will save you $84 if this is the only math class that you need to take. If you need to take multiple math classes in concurrent semesters, then I suggest that you go ahead and purchase a TI-84. Moving along, we have the My Math Lab access. So you'll notice there's a handout here, and this is also a link for My Math Lab. So when you click on the handout, it'll come up looking like this. And what you'll do is you'll simply follow the instructions on how to log in and get into our My Math Lab account. Now this is the one for pre-cal, so it has a specific course instructor ID. Make sure you make good note of that course ID. And again, just print it out and follow the directions. Again, this is for My Math Lab and how to log on. Something extremely important with My Math Lab is if you're waiting on financial aid, you don't have to wait to access our class. You have 17 days of temporary access to My Math Lab before you pay for it. So I would recommend logging on immediately and getting started with the homework so you don't fall behind. You can pay as soon as your financial aid comes through, but please make sure that you're logging on so that you don't get behind. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to get a good grade on your written assignment and where the written assignments are. So your written assignment will look like this. It is always 10 questions. All you'll do is you'll write down the problem and then show all your work and box the answer. Now the important part is the work here, because each problem is worth 5 points. 3 of those points are worth the work, showing your work, the steps, the process, the procedure. The 2 points left is for the answer. So if you get a correct answer but show no work, you only get 2 points for that problem. Each written assignment will be worth 50 points. Again, all written assignments are due on Sunday at midnight every week, and if you happen to turn those in late, there is just a 10% penalty per day that it's late. So please make sure that you introduce yourself. There's also a discussion board for course questions. We're going to tackle everything on Blackboard, then move over to My Math Lab. So notice that when we come over here to discussion board, you'll have some discussion boards. So you are going to have a student lounge. This is where you're going to introduce yourself. You can ask any questions in the general course questions. And then for week 1 discussion, you'll answer these questions. So there's a couple things you need to know for the discussion. 1, that the initial post, so the answer to my questions, must be posted by Wednesday at midnight. All response posts, which means you need to respond to your classmates, are due by Sunday at midnight. Please make sure that you get these in on time. Each discussion board is worth 10 points total. I take the grade on Monday morning. So again, Wednesday at midnight for your initial response, and at least 2 response posts by Sunday at midnight. To make a discussion post, you would simply click on Week 1 Discussion, and then you would click on Create Thread, and then you would post your message and submit. You can also find additional information on myself. Okay, guess not. But if you go to Professor, you can find additional information on me. And then we're going to move over to My Math Lab. So when you log on to My Math Lab, this is what it will look like. It's going to have a calendar and tell you when things are due. So you'll notice that if I scroll over on the top, I've got 3 items due on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You normally have 3 homeworks per week. They fall on different days each week. Please see the calendar for exact details. So to do the homework, you simply click on the upcoming assignments. So these are our 3 upcoming assignments. So we're simply going to click on Assignment 1, or Assignment 1.1 and 1.2. The important thing is this may show a little different on your screen. You must watch the media before any questions will open that pertain to that media. So for example, Chapter 1 has some test prep videos. So all you have to do is click on it and it will load on your computer and you simply watch it. When it's over, you can do the homework. This will walk you through how to do all the problems for the homework and give you a good understanding of what it should look like. Now this, what it brought up is your book. So you can see here it says test prep videos, and you can click on any of these videos to see how any of these questions are solved. So when I click on this one will be a video, and it will show you, you would just click right here, and it'll bring up the video player, and it will explain how to do that math problem. All you have to do is press play.
In this next problem, we're going to find the distance between 2 points.
And then you can follow along. So you also have on here your book. So notice that this icon is different from the 2 above it. This one is your book. And all you have to do is click here and you can access your book when it decides to load. So here's your book. You can change the size or the font. You can scroll down, you can change pages, but it'll take you right to the section in the book that this part of the homework is talking about. There's lots of different problems that you can watch, examples of how to do things, but if you ever come across something that you still need help on, please feel free to shoot me an email. I'll be happy to help at any time. The next thing we want to go to is the written assignments. So that written assignment that's due by Sunday, here's how you find it. You just click on written assignments and it will give you a great explanation of what good work looks like and bad work looks like. And then notice that it says written assignment 1 underneath. When I click on this, it's going to download it and it'll be in your downloads folder. So then you'll just simply write out your answers. To submit your answers, simply take a picture with your smartphone or scan the document through your computer and send it to me via email. I'll be happy to grade that, turn it all into one document, and send it back to you. Then put the grade in the grade book. So again, make sure you check the announcements on here. There could be something extra. Notice that there is a welcome to pre-cal announcement. And I think that pretty much covers everything we're going to use for My Math Lab right now, except for the study plan. So as you're starting to do the homeworks, you'll notice that maybe sometimes you didn't quite get an answer right or this problem right, so you might need some additional help. Your study plan will gather all that information as you start working, and the problems that you need the most help with or additional help on will pop up under your study plan, and you can simply work through those problems at your convenience. I hope this helps explain a little bit about what Blackboard's going to look like for you this semester. If you have any questions at all, please give me a call, send me an email, or a text message. Please be sure to put your name on the text message when you send it, since I don't know all your phone numbers. Good luck with the class!